Mitra and Bandhu, welcome to South Asia Maps, your education channel. At South Asia Maps, your presenter Dr. J. Reddy will bring deeper aspects from diverse fields, from Indology to human ecology. I will make a serious effort for you to bring very abstract ideas into iconographic forms, in the form of maps, images, and pictures, so that the concepts are very clearly etched in your mind. Learning will be very enjoyable, pleasurable. You just open my presentation, spend around about 15 minutes. You will get a lot of information with little effort. Mitrom, this is the series number 110. You can see 110 series. This is our Human Ecology Predicament series 110. What is the title of the presentation today? The title is This is the New World. New World means after discoveries, the New World, like Canada, essentially two Americas. And Australia, New Zealand, we can say the New World. This is the New World. Former newness. It used to have a new world, means brand new. From 1500 to, we can say, around about World War II. It's not that critical. The new world has a former newness. After the World War II, now it has become the oldness. So, the title is Former Newness of the New World, Current Oldness, current or present oldness of the New World. Here again the New World I have shown it essentially the same in the yellow color. This is the New World. The rest is the Old World. Old World was before was old, now is always old. Whereas the New World used to be new for around about 4.5 centuries, 1500 to World War II. Now the former newness is replaced by the current oldness. It's a very fascinating topic. It is the ecological perspective of what has happened in the 5 centuries of Columbian discoveries and voyages. Mitra and Bandhu, if you are, this is our current presentation 110. New World, former newness to present old worldness. These are the other series. You can stop, look at them and explore them. Further other series of the same Human Ecology and Predicament series, and the other series in the same, other presentations in the Human Ecology Predicament population. This is the initial, the ground. It will use the fundamentals of understanding of human ecology, how it affects modern politics and society. Excuse me. Mitra and Bandhu, if you are new to my presentations, I have posted more than 410 or so as of 2023 August. You can go and explore them. They're made with a lot of effort so that you can get a lot of benefit listening them. Your time is worth spending. You will get diverse field of knowledge in a different perspective, ecological perspective. That is South Asia Maps, J. Reddy, and I posted them in around about 30 playlists. You can pick and choose the point of your interest. Coming back to the presentation. Then what happened was the 1500 there was voyages and discoveries. Europeans made discoveries to new lands. That's called the New World. Essentially here we represented the 2 Americas, Australia, New Zealand, that is Oceania. That means this is the New World, this is the Old World, Eurasia. What are the characteristics of the Old World? What is the characteristics of the New World? I depicted here. Very easy. Old world was limitless. Limitless in land, limitless in opportunities, limitless in jobs. Everything is limitless. There is no end. The old world was changeless. Life was just as usual, routine, changeless. Changeless, old world, limitless, new world. You remember these two icons, that's very important. What were the characteristics of this old worldness? We are comparing old worldness to newness, new worldness. Old world has more people comparatively at the time of carrying capacity, supporting levels. It was still saturated, overpopulated. Old world, Europe, Africa, Asia has a plenty of people. Europe has at that time 70 million, rest of the Africa, Asia has 250 million. North America has around about 40 million or so, entire the new world. So 30 or 40 million. So it is a plenty of people. Plenty of people means there is a more competition. There is less jobs in those territories, the old world. There is a more taxes you have to pay to the land. You are to the landlords, to the governing rulers, and you have to pay more rents for the land as well as the house, for everything. That means essentially people were eking out of livelihood. Eking means a sort of saying that you are struggling hard to just make the two ends meet. That means life is very hard. Essentially, you are struggling hard. There is a competitive lifestyles among these people in the old world. There was a high population pressure, more interactions among the people at the stage, ecological stage, called MICD, mutual interference per capita per day. And life was a changeless. They didn't see any change except some nobilities, royals, rajas, like that. Most of the people lived eking out very simple, bare lives. That is the old world. That is the oldness character. Then what is the newness character? Newness character is the new world. So you have new world here. That means there are new habitat, plenty of the land. Lands are virgin lands, the virgin soils, virgin forest. You can clear them, you can get lot of forest resources, agricultural land, arable land. Plenty of minerals there, plenty of metals, plenty of coal, and plenty of oil discoveries, natural gas. That means the land was very cheap, plentiful farmland, and new immigrants can get in this new world. New world is a dispensable flora, fauna, plants, animals. Just they can clear all these prairie grasses, pampas grasses, and all those areas and take the land for their benefit. And there are also disregardable non-Europeans called natives, native Indians, Amerindians, or Aborigines, Maoris in New Zealand, Australia, and so on. It is the land with plenty of jobs, land of milk and honey, cornucopia land, land of opportunities, plenty of opportunities. Still you see, if you go to United States, people talk land of opportunities. Still they are living in the old paradigm, that's called cultural lag. There is no such things like that. People who live there are people who discern these points in ecological perspective. There used to be, in the newness means land of opportunities, plenty opportunities, non-competitive lifestyles. Life is limitless. Limitlessness is the character of new world. Changelessness is the character of the old world. Let's go and explore this little more detail. These are essentially same points here I am putting, but bringing little more details. Remember, old world has a plenty of people. We are taking around about 1500. At the time there was no actual census counting or head counting. These are the estimates. Let's take for example old world. Africa, Asia, Europe has around about 413 million people. The rough point is, remember, 1500 means take away one, you have around about 500 million people. That's very easy to remember. Among these 500, 413 is in the old world. The New World, Latin America, North America, Oceania has here 39, 336, round about 45. So it's not again critical. 413 means 420 or so here. You make 50 here, round about 470. So around, we made it round about 458. Or this is the actual number. We made it. I make round it up to 500 for your easy main remembrance. So now, what is the population? So you remember that population, that's very important. So now as 2021, the world has 8 billion people. The planet Earth has 8,000 million people today, among which 4,700 in Asia, Africa 1,400, Europe 750, North America, South America round about 1,000, Oceania 45. How do you compare that to the historical population? Remember 1500, you remember 450 or 500 million people, 1600 the same, 1700 you make it round about 700, you can say more or less, 700 million people. 1804 or 1818 there is 1 billion people on the planet Earth. When the Europeans discovered the New World, Voyages discoveries, excuse me, there used to be around about 500 million people, you say roughly. 1818, there are 1 billion people, 1,000 billion people. Essentially, the immigration ended after post-World War II. Immigration to United States, Canada, Australia, all these Canadian, Australian, New Zealand dreams practically ended. This shows this icon, Voyages and Discoveries 1500, old world here, changeless, new world here, limitless. Voyages, Discoveries, Christopher Columbus, 1451, passed away 1506, Amerigo Vespucci and so on. Human Impasse, Human Ecology, Human Ecology series. So you can see this, I have one more video, 15, you can look in the series. American dream ended after World War II, almost considered to be passed away when Franklin Delano Roosevelt suffered heart stroke, passed away around about April 1945, that is 2 or 3 weeks before the passing away of Hitler and almost the end of the World War. This American dream ended because it lacks the ecological basis of carrying capacity surplus. The land cannot support the ecological load and human. Carrying capacity has to be permanent. If it can support temporarily, that is a phantom carrying capacity. That's not real carrying capacity. Similarly, we talked about American dream collapsing, Canadian dream collapsing, Australian dream, New Zealand dream. Essentially, practically now there is no concept of immigration. Even people who go there and work and study temporarily, they are finding it hard to immigrate. And even if they immigrate, and there are less jobs. That's a very, very critical point. Lot of people are realizing, but they do not understand the ecological concept. They only discuss about the political viewpoint. That is not correct. Hope this series will bring you very fascinating presentation. That is the old new world was formerly had a newness, currently it suffers from oldness. That means at the time of voyages and discoveries, the new world was new. It is a newness. That means less people, plenty of jobs. Now, the new world is suffering from oldness. That means the same character, changelessness, plenty of people, less jobs. To say this in other words, entire planet Earth is now old now. Plenty of people everywhere, less jobs, competitive lifestyles, more population pressure, mutual interference per capita per day, more redundancy, anxiety, more diachronic competition. They are stealing the natural gas, oil, coal, depleting them rapidly at the cost of their future sons, grandsons, children. That's called diachronic competition, stealing from the unborn generation. So Hope this will give you a different perspective, Mitra and Bandhu. If you like these presentations, please consider subscribing our channel and post your comment suggestions and bring it to the notice of your friends. See you later in other presentations, Mitra and Bandhu.